My name is Nur Azrafatno binti Halidan. My matric number 17 DIB 21F 2025. I would like to explain about the issue highlighted for unemployment. First thing first, the billionaires do not invest their own country. For example, the billionaires use the money for personal use. In addition, the ordinary people had in economy development. For example, people buy best goods in economic sector. The last one would be the government give money to see if people use money for a necessity. For example, the ordinary people use money for their necessity, but the billionaires use money for personal and do not contribute to the economy.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Nama Sarah Ketim Sani. My matric number is 17DIP21F2063. So, today I want to explain about the problem of macroeconomy. We have four problems of macroeconomy, and the first one is unemployment and employment. Unemployment refers to involuntary release of resources in the lean manpower. If the problem exists, social external output or GNP will be less than its financial output. So one of the objectives of government policy is to ensure full employment with at least absence of involuntary unemployment of any type. So the second one is a government answer unemployment rate to determine everything from macro stability to citizen satisfaction. The means is refers to a situation of constantly receive price of combination and factor of production. The output side situation is known as deflation. During inflation, some people gain and most people lose. So there is a change in the pattern of income instabilities. Therefore, one of the objectives of government policy is to ensure price level stability with implement the absence of inflation and deflation. So the third is unemployment reaction of the production of goods and services, supply and cost of the price of the goods. It is the mean. The balance of payment is a systematic record of all economic transactions between the member of the home country and the rest of the world in a accounting years. These transactions are legally, if not entirely, influenced by the exact rate. It is the rate at which a country's economy is unchanged for another century or goal. The last one is the unemployment not to have ability to meet their financial obligation and can make mentally stressed. It is the mean. Most modern economy suffer from the pursuit of stagflation, which implies the coexistence of inflation and unemployment is a standing economy. The trade-off between inflation and unemployment is the most complex macroeconomic issue of the day. Very country in the world is now strangely hard to fight the disease of trafficking. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nur Iman Kisina binti Aminuddin. My matric number 17DIB21F2007. Today I will explain about the solution to overcome the macroeconomic problem. Firstly, encourage the people to do more export transaction than import transaction. This is because export helps a nation grow. As a trading component, they assume importance in diplomatic and foreign policies. Countries export goods and services which they have a competitive and comparative advantage. Government encourage export because they will increase revenues, job, foreign currency reserve and liquidity. Next, you have to buy more local goods and local use. Buy locals mean that you just purchase items grown or manufactured near your home or in your country. By purchasing all the local goods and local service, you can stimulate the economy which you live. Jobs are created and retained. The community gains revenue. Families and culture are supported and thrive and grow. Besides, ordinary people spend their money to increase their business and economic profit. If people spend money, it creates income for others and more jobs. If they stop spending, job can be lost. Lastly, expand economic growth by using wages and salaries. Hundreds of studies in many different countries has confirmed that a better educated individuals earn higher wages than less educated individuals.
Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is Nur Shazwina. My number matric is 17, the IB21F 2017. I'm gonna talk about the conclusion. Ordinary people very concerned about economic development between local goods compared to import goods. The billionaire use money to hire more workers so that goods and services can be produced more. As the number of workers increased, so did the number of food and service produced. So the supply and demand of the food and services also increased. Important goals in an economy, especially a developing economic growth, to improve the living standard of the people. There is a need for economic growth even in today's development. Their needs for economic growth is very urgent because toward increasing productive capacity, the problem of poverty and unemployment can be solved. Thank you everybody for listening to our presentation.